I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go...
It's week 14 of the 2023 season. All eyes are on Cooper Kupp. No shortage of work for him, sitting second in the league in catches. It's the Rams and the Lions, next on EA Sports.
Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession.
They're led out by someone who needs no introduction to these Lions. Their quarterback for 12 seasons and the franchise's most prolific passer with over 45,000 yards and nearly 300 touchdowns. It's Matthew Stafford. On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
There's some space here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13.
They'll go again here with Akers.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Jeremy Chin in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And a look at the next-gen stats reveals that sack occurred in all of 2.3 seconds. And you think you want to be an NFL quarterback? On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Lions are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Stafford's throw here, hauled in by Kupp. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds, down inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. They'll run on first down with Akers. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. Down inside the 10.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now.
3 tight ends up front here, third and goal. Here's Akers. They try and run.
And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Jason Kabinda,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 67 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Throwing is Wilson.
That's complete to Tony.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. These two teams all tied after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
They run the jet sweep now for Tony.
They find some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's in a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7. But they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? They go play action with Wilson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DJ Chark, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Stafford on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Jeremy Chin there defensively. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Stafford. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp from 6 yards away. And the Rams have got it back to within a score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run out of the gun with Swift. He takes this for 3 to the 29. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Third down, Wilson. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Tyus Bowser charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive in the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that's going to be caught downfield by Shark. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Play action. Now Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Now Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Going right back to Akers. And a short gain here down to the 22. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. He's not going to get it.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Rolling to his right. His right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We have played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Pat Surtain. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Swift. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Swift again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second...
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw is Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. Touchdown, Rams! Allen Robinson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. Say, run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. Again, it's Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown! Tyler Higbee from 17 yards out.
And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So here come the Lions now.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game, challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Stafford across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
The 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14.
Rams 35. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So now Stafford and the Rams
down by 2 touchdowns. A little over 30 seconds remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Stafford. And he'll just get rid of it.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping this. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust them cause they not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown. I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. And you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a bastard, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a award, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me soldier, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave them floppy, face knotty. Maserati, talking on Aki. Think he Big Poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton, but